everybody, welcome to Cooking with the Parkers. I'm Michael, and
I'm
this...
Charlie.
Who? What?
Charlie.
Oh, Charlie. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes. So she's my daughter. Anyway, today
probably know because we look identical.
We do look pretty similar.
Yeah.
Her beard's not quite as good as mine. But anyway, today we're going to be making a super yummy dish. It is a garlic cheesy spinach mushroom orzo pasta. You've had this. It was good, yes.
Uh-huh.
Also, she has a younger sister, Katie, who's, how old is she? 15 months? 17 months? 17 months old, and she eats it. She loves it. So without further ado, we're going to get right into the ingredients, how to cook it, and then we're just going to get on in there and cook it. All right, so to make this, we're going to need some ingredients. We're going to need about 2 cups of orzo. This is supposed to be 8 cloves of garlic. It's 7, but a couple of them are pretty huge. We're going to use an entire carton of, this is considered gourmet mushroom blend, which is going to have some little baby portobellas, some creminis, etc., some shiitake. We're going to use about 2 cups of baby spinach, and then I'm going to use some of my favorite coarse kosher salt and just some fresh ground pepper. There's also 3 cups of milk and about 6 tablespoons of butter. So before we begin, we got to do something about this garlic. All right. So with the garlic, what we're going to do is just get it open, and we're going to just finely dice it. First of all, you want to make sure you're using a good knife. I have a Wusthof Classic Icon chef's knife. Make sure it's plenty sharp, and we're just going to get to going. So first thing, just smash it so that you can then get the garlic out here, get the peel off and everything. See this little end? You're going to want to get rid of that, because that's no good. So we just cut that off, and we're good to go with that one. After you got the 3.5 tablespoons of butter melted, you put the garlic in, and you're going to cook that for only about 60 to 90 seconds, just until the garlic is smelling really great. Mm-hmm. Now this next step is a little different. I like to put the orzo in immediately and stir that around a little bit, just to get the orzo a little toasty. We're going to stir it a little more vigorously than that, so as to not burn anything. And then we're going to put in our 3 cups of milk. That's 2 cups. Stirring this constantly. And the rest of the milk. We're going to give that a good stir, and then we're going to heat that until it's boiling. At this point, we're going to season with some kosher salt. About 3 good pinches, and then we're going to put in some freshly ground black pepper. Get a decent amount in there. We want this to be super tasty. Then give it one more stir. So make sure everybody is homogeneous and together. And you want to make sure that the orzo is not sticking to the bottom. So give that pan a good scrape on the bottom. And not too rough. You don't want it to slam out of the dish, out of your pot there. We're going to do that and let that cook. Alright, now while you've got your pasta, your orzo cooking up here, again, you want to make sure that you're scraping the bottom. While that's cooking, we're going to go ahead and cook up a little bit with our spinach. A little olive oil, about a tablespoon. Heat up some olive oil while Charlie continues to stir the orzo. And get that olive oil kind of warm. And we're just going to toss in our spinach and get it good and wilted. This doesn't take very long. Then after you do that, just in the same pan, I'm going to do a little more olive oil. And then get our mushrooms nice and done. All this is going into the same pot, so it doesn't matter if you're mixing spinach in with it or anything. Because like we said, it's all going back up top here in with the orzo. A little more seasoning. Maybe a little more olive oil. A lot of this you can just eyeball, honestly. So we've got our orzo cooking over medium, and you're supposed to cook it around 15 minutes, but again, that's just kind of an eyeball. It's going to depend on your stove, your cookware, everything, as to how long you're really going to cook it. So here in a sec, we're going to go test out the orzo and see how it's doing. So now we're going to go test out the orzo, see how we're going. Seems like it may be done. That's pretty darn close. So we're going to call that done. So now is the fun part. We've got about a cup of Asiago grated shredded cheese, and then freshly shredded, and about a cup of Parmesan. We're going to go ahead and kill the heat on this, and I'm going to actually move it down just because we're dealing with an electric stove, which doesn't kill the heat as quickly as gas. Yet again, something else to worry with. At this point, we're going to go ahead and dump all that cheese in. Give that a nice stir. Get it all melty in there. That's coming together nicely. Next, we're going to get, sorry about that, we're going to go ahead and, Charlie, I'm going to get you to come in here and stir in these mushrooms. Just get them stirred in nice and good. I'm going to put a handheld here, nice and stirred in. Then we're going to go ahead toss in our spinach. Get that nice and stirred in. You really want to make sure that you're going to combine it all the way. Nice. And that is our dish.